up, guys? Yeah, today we have our first Oktoberfest of the season. It is the Brooklyn Oktoberfest with this sucky paper label that's coming off, but it's got that nice blue and white tablecloth thing going on. And let's get it cracking. Now, these things just started coming out middle of August, and I don't know about you, but I seem like I always miss it. I'm always just drinking other stuff, and by the time it's like, okay, I should get those Oktoberfest beers, it's already mid-end of September, and it's the fall seasonals are already taking over. And I saw a post on Twitter, Beer Advocate posted it. I don't know, sometimes I don't know why I follow Beer Advocate on Twitter, because they'll post something and then they won't respond. They kind of miss the entire purpose of social media. But they posted a question on if you think Oktoberfest beers coming out mid-August is too soon. And I was actually rather surprised that overwhelmingly, 95% of the people that commented said, yes, too soon. Wait till September. I guess I'm in the minority because I think mid-August is the perfect time for an Oktoberfest beer. Because let's face it, Oktoberfest is in September. And if you waited until September to release them, I mean, all the other fall beers are hitting mid-September, beginning of October. So I feel like if you waited until September, you only have a couple weeks. So I think this is the perfect time. Now, if you want to complain about pumpkin beers coming out in August, that's a different story. But, so all right, the first Oktoberfest beer of the year, which symbols better and better styles of beer coming out for the rest of the year. I love the Oktoberfest season because the rest of the seasonals are usually pretty good. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's get into the review, get into the smell. It has that nutty aroma to it. That nutty, subtle, almost toffiness to it. I don't know if you guys can hear somebody's car horn is going off. People don't know how to open cars around here because there's one every 2 hours. Sorry, it was going and stopped 3 seconds, and I don't know. So, I mean, it smells kind of like your Oktoberfest. It's almost got more of a brown ale kind of thing to it. It does have 5.5 ABV. Maybe a little hint of a raisin. But I think it smells pretty good. I'm going to recommend it on smell. I'm not sure if it's going to be heavier. It smells like it could be a little heavier in taste than maybe what you might be wanting, especially this time of year for an Oktoberfest. You might want something that's lighter, drinkable, that perfect summer into fall beer. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to recommend it on taste, on aroma, but I just have that funny feeling it's going to be a little heavier. But let's find out. Let's get into the taste. It's... So you get that just right on the edge of the tongue. It's basically all the flavor. I'm getting almost nothing the rest of the rest of my mouth. It's very clean, but it's very also kind of just watery. The rest, I get almost like that bitter barleyness right just on the tip of my tongue, and then poof, almost all flavor is gone. I mean, if you let the beer linger in your mouth, you are going to pick a little bit more up. And you're going to get a bit of that that like unsweetened, like kind of like that unsweet, that almost like molasses toffee-y kind of thing. It's lighter. I don't know. It's it feels like it hits your tongue and then it hits a fork in the road of does it want to go heavier or does it want to go lighter? And it's not sure where to go. It's like maybe this way, maybe this way. And I feel like the beer can't decide what it wants to do. Like, it's drinkable, it's fine, but it feels like it's almost like somebody had a really light beer and then accidentally dropped like a bit of molasses, like somebody knocked over thinking just a little bit of a darker like molasses or something, and it just a little bit fell in, and it's just like it wasn't supposed to, so there's not enough to really take it somewhere. It kind of, I feel like it almost dead ends. Like it's fine, totally drinkable, but it's missing something. It's not sure where it wants to go. I mean, it's okay. I'm hoping my next Oktoberfest beers are going to taste better. It's just, I don't know. It's missing. Something is just not working completely for me. So I'm going to give it a half. I don't hate it. I could drink it, but there's going to be other Oktoberfest beers I think I'm going to like better. So I'm going to give it a half. All right, next category is value for price. I mean, actually, it wasn't bad now that I'm thinking about it. I got a 6-pack, all individual Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers. I was just kind of grabbing all the seasonals at the store, and every single one cost less than $2, so that's not bad for a single. And, I mean, Brooklyn is usually pretty legit. They got some great beers. This one I'm not as much of a fan of as other ones, but for value for price, yeah, I'll recommend it. You're not gonna go broke buying this thing. It didn't go broke gluing the label down either. So yeah, I'll recommend it on value price. All right, next category is distinction. How distinct is it? It's I don't even. It's okay. I mean, I'm warming up to it with each sip. I'm kind of opening up a little more to it. Maybe I'm just becoming a little more accustomed to it. But sometimes I feel like some of these seasonals, some of these breweries, they're kind of stuck. They don't spend a lot of time making beers, especially, your Oktoberfest beer. You're really only selling it for maybe a month, 2 months at the max. So why spend a ton of time perfecting a beer that's going to be around for maybe 6 weeks versus a different seasonal that's going to be around for 3 to 4 months? Your summer beer hits in like April, and you run that all the way through the end of August. And then this beer is out beginning of middle of August, and you're going to be done with it pretty much beginning of October. So, why spend as much time on it? And it's just like, it doesn't stand out to me. There's something missing that I can't put my finger on it, but there's just something that's not quite there that I don't know what it's missing. But I have a German Oktoberfest. Most of the German Oktoberfest beers I have not found yet. They'll probably be coming out in another week or two. I did get one, so I'll try that next. So I have something to compare everything to. But it's something that's not quite there. So distinction, I'm not going to recommend it. It just kind of, for me, falls short on what I'm really looking for Oktoberfest beers. I'm not going to recommend it on distinction. Next category is drinkability. It's not bad at all. It's pretty good for 5.5% ABV. I feel like if you're drinking it, not a terrible beer to drink if it's getting a little cooler out and it's tailgating season. You got football right around the corner, or maybe you want to grab a few beers while you're grilling outside. I admit that's one thing I miss after moving out in the desert. I miss that early fall season in the Midwest with it gets crisp at night. In the morning you have to wear a longer sleeve, and that crispness in the air. I miss that, and I feel like this kind of beer would be good where it doesn't need to be super heavy, but you want a little extra than what a summer beer has. This would be good for that, and it's easy to drink at the alcohol content. So yeah, I will recommend on drinkability. All right, last category is would I buy it again? And I probably not. Let's face it, Oktoberfest is a very short seasonal time frame for beers, and you kind of gotta hurry. You have a short window of time to drink, to experiment and get as many of those as you can before the Oktoberfest are swapped out for the fall seasonals and all the pumpkin beers and all the flavored things. And you really got to move. And so, to be perfectly honest, I don't have time to just re-drink medium, middle of the pack, run-of-the-mill Oktoberfest beers. I don't have time for that. You kind of have to find one that you really like and just hold on to it for the rest of the season. And if you can get to them early enough, maybe you have enough time to experiment, and then by the end of the season, you know which one to pick up and hold on to, and maybe kind of store for as long as you can for the rest of the year. This is not going to be it. So I'm not going to recommend it for. I don't think I'm going to be buying it again. So no, sorry Brooklyn, I like you, but just I don't have time. I don't have time for this. So I sound like a woman with her biological clock. I don't have time to screw around. We gotta do this now. So, all right, that is my review for Brooklyn Oktoberfest seasonal. Have you had it yet? Let me know in the comments. Do you think middle of August is too soon for these beers to be coming out? Which basically, it kind of means that it's just other beers are going to be leaving the shelves. I guess that's the real problem. If you're going to have an issue with it, maybe your favorite summer beers will start disappearing. So I guess that's really one downside to it. But there's enough summer beers. I think it's okay. That's just me. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you could like and subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I'm going to try to just pump out these Oktoberfest beers while I can. Most of them probably won't have the intro because a lot of them are the breweries you already know and I've already done intros for. So we're just going to get right into it for a lot of these Oktoberfest beers. So unless there's something real interesting, then I'll make sure to add. But yeah, so for now, for myself and for Brooklyn Oktoberfest, take it easy.